Hello, hello, hello. I am here this evening. I am just wanting to say thank you for being here with me. It has been seriously just a long couple of days, but that's okay because I am ready. I am excited. I cannot wait to share some of the things that I have um, to share for and with you. I am going to be talking today about a subject that um, I was kind of prompted, I'll say, to do earlier today. As I told you guys, I'm doing what I referenced before, 40 days, 40 nights. Now I am doing um, a 40-40. So um, it's the same, but it's different, if that makes sense. um, Let me move a little bit. Um, so to, Today, I just really, I don't know, I want to really share a little of what I have personally going on and how that um, affects my motivation, my why. Okay. So I'm going to be real brief. I'm going to talk about a few things. And I am really going to ask that you guys, whatever time of day or night that you're seeing it, I really would appreciate you guys giving me a comment, telling me what you feel, whether you agree or disagree, what does it resonate with you, any and all of that, I would appreciate it. So, listen, today I'm going to talk about something that I will reference as grit. For those of you all who are, as myself, as of a certain age, when you think of grit, for me, I think of those old westerns, and I think about the mission, right? And so when you think of grit, you think of dusty hair sometimes and dirty clothes, and you got given an assignment. And no matter what happened, you had to get to that completion, to that end of that assignment. That's what I think about for me as grit. So let me know in the chat what you guys think about what grit is. That just when I thought about it, it immediately took me back to an old Western. But as I think about it, I really wanted to put a little bit of clarity on what I believe intentional sacrifices are. So, for me, intentional sacrifices are essential for achieving good success. And I say good success because that is exactly what I mean. I do not want to be excessively successful in my business and empty on the inside, rushing for the quickest fix of something else to fill me up because my success is not good. I want good success. So for me, that means that it needs to be rooted in faith, in discipline, and in purpose. So for me, true success requires me to delay gratification. I have to be focused and committed, and I have to be willing to let go of distractions. That's me. Now, if you can do it a different way, okay. Let me know in the chat how you get that done. For me, I'm going to share a few foundations for me. And these foundations are biblical foundations. That is my foundation. So when I think about Joshua 1:8, it reminds me that success comes from meditating on God's word and living by his principles. When I think of Romans 12:1, that teaches me that sacrifice is a form of worship, and I willingly surrender temporary comfort for lasting rewards. What kind of rewards? That good success that I was talking to you about. Now, Matthew 6:33 says, or rather, I'm not going to quote it, but it reminds me that I have to stay grounded. And how do I stay grounded? That's when I put God first, and everything else just literally falls into place. It doesn't have a choice. If I'm in order, my life will be orderly. My success will be orderly. So how do I live that out? What do I do for what I am saying I want? One of the most important things, so I'm going to say it first, is that I prioritize prayer. I do structured learning. And so when I say that, for me, structured learning is I need to do one thing at a time, and I have to commit to doing it. So, right now, because I am working a full time job and building my business, that means that I have to spend 15 minutes a day doing some type of learning activity. When I can do more, I do. But right now, I do 15 minutes of structured learning. And that leads to the next step, and that's discipline over distractions. I cannot be fully distracted and disciplined at the same time. Again, if you can do it, please put it in the chat how it gets done because I can't. Y'all, I can't do it. So, my discipline is my choice. And that means sometimes that I can't do everything that I want to do. That means that sometimes I can't be everywhere I want to be. Remember, intentional sacrifices. So, it helps me to understand um, as an entrepreneur and a wealth coach, I help others embrace temporary sacrifices for lasting freedom. Just to be transparent, that lasting freedom, I'm talking about generational blessings and wealth transfer to my children and my children's children. But that lasting freedom for me always has to do with the lasting freedom that I find in Jesus. That's something that I have to share. That's something that is important to me. So my success is not just for me, it is about stewardship and service, impacting lives for God's glory. Not to say that joy accomplished because I can do nothing without Him, but to say that God allowed me, and I want my dad to be proud. So, by staying faithful, focused, and intentional, I know that my sacrifices today will lead to greater tomorrows. And I put an S on that. Tomorrows, not just the day after now, but for my future. I have to put seeds in the ground. The law of reaping and sowing is real. I can't expect. One of the things that I said I am doing right now is preparing my the ground outside for my garden. Now, let's just be honest. If I am preparing my garden and I don't put any seeds in the ground, or I don't put any plants in the ground, how do you think I'm going to get any yield? How is that going to happen? It absolutely cannot. So I am prepared to sacrifice. But there's intention behind it. I'm not just sacrificing because I'm sacrificing to get to the wealthy place. And again, that's not just money. That's not just money and things. I'm talking about a wealthy heart, a wealthy mind, a wealthy spirit. I'm working on those things to get to that place. You guys, let me know. Intentional sacrifices. Oh, I'm thinking about writing a little something about it. I'm thinking about it. I might just do it, guys. I haven't had to write in a while. I kind of took a break after I finished school because I was tapped out. I didn't want to do anything. The only thing I've really written, comprehensive writing, was the curriculum for Vacation Bible School for my church. And outside of that, comprehensive writing, I really haven't done any. So I'm thinking, um, my aunt, I talk about her sometimes. If you've seen any of my Facebook posts, I post her pictures sometimes because I just really love my auntie. She's 88 years old, and I was at her house the other day, and she told me, she was like, "Are you writing a book?" I'm looking like, uh, no, auntie, but am I supposed to? She's 88. She's got wisdom. So I'm like, am I supposed to? She's like, of course. I said, oh, that sounds like some confirmation right there. So, you guys, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going to start doing a little something. So, just get kind of back in the rhythm of doing it. I'm thinking about doing a little more research because I loved doing my research. I did human subject research. So, I did qualitative, not quantitative research. So I'm thinking of getting back into that a little bit. This might be my push. Get some of those things that I really wanted to do. Like I said, I was tapped out. When school ended, I was so tired. I was so tired. And that was an intentional sacrifice while I'm talking about it. I was literally, I had no idea how much I had to sacrifice, but it was very intentional. So here's where I am. You tell me where you are. It has been awesome just sharing and getting things out. I appreciate it. For those of you all who are seeing this later, please put hashtag replay, leave a comment, like, share, whatever you'd like to do. I really appreciate it. I want you to have a wonderful day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is. Make it great. All right. Bye bye.